Yo, what's going on, guys? So I'm here at Walmart here in Tampa, Florida, where I live. Okay, see, this is Walmart in the grocery section. So I'm gonna show you guys what I usually get. So right now I'm getting fruits. I go as like cheap as possible. So let's go. A life hack, bro. Let me give you a life hack. All right, I like to buy these salads. Buy these salads. Okay, it's like $2 for this bag. And I grab myself one of these. Let's see what I want. So these are a little bit more expensive. Um, let's do, let's mix things up a little bit. Okay, so I grabbed one of these. This is like $4, right? Okay. So $6 with these two bags. I make salad for me and my family for like 2 days. Do the math. That's three of us. It's like $1 salad that we eat. So super cheap. And you can add, chicken. You can make a steak salad. You can make a fish salad. You can make whatever you want. So, and I just buy like I don't believe in buying name brand anything. It's literally the same shit, just in a different package. So like all these oranges are $7. All these grapes, like $5. I mean, prices have gone up, but the best we can. All right, so if I bought like, let's say I bought two or three of these, it would be like $12. But no, just add some filler. All right. And also, like, the basics at a grocery store are usually super cheap. Um, when you start to get like fancy and get all this other bullshit and a lot of processed stuff, it's actually expensive. Also with meat, like fresh versus frozen, frozen is always going to be cheaper. Yes, it's not as high quality, but we are shopping for maximum protein for low cost. So 5 pounds chicken breast, $15. It's $15, 5 pounds chicken breast. I would have gotten 5 pounds of chicken breast fresh. It would be, let's see here. Let's compare. I would have got 5 pounds of chicken breast. I don't think they even sell the fresh 5 pound chicken breast. Let's take a look. All right, so this is let's see here. 5 pounds, so that's like $20. All right, so save $5. So instead of paying 100%, you're paying 75% of that price. So it all adds up at the end of the day, like when you're going to pay. So yeah, chicken breast is essential, but I like to mix things up. So I'm gonna get some fish, some salmon, like lean ground beef is really good. Also with like seafood, it's a lot more expensive fresh because there's a shorter shelf life on that. So if you get it frozen, you save yourself a lot of money. Like tilapia is always super cheap. Tilapia per pound is like $4. Doesn't have much flavor though, protein only. But we're gonna fix that later when we season it. So we're gonna make a bland, boring ass fish taste great. So like for example, the same tilapia fresh is almost it's $7 per pound, whereas frozen it's $4.71 per pound. So yeah, no brainer. All you gotta do is just take it out of the freezer and let it thaw like a few hours before, or you can just zap it in the microwave for like a few minutes. Who gives a fuck? All right, so we got our fish, we got chicken breast. What else is on my list? All right, homies. So I also like rice. I know that people say. Okay, sorry about that. I also like rice. I know people say don't eat rice. Fuck that. I'll keep eating rice. I don't give a fuck. I'm Latino. so, so we're gonna get some rice. I like yellow rice. I like flavor in my food. I don't like these gym bros. I don't consider myself a gym bro, but I don't like that gym bro where you gotta eat plain food that you fucking hate, so that you hate your life, and that going to the gym and trying to eat healthy is miserable. That's not the point. You want to be able to sustain it. So let's get some. Let's get some. All right, taking y'all shopping with me. My boys shopping with me. Got ourselves some jasmine rice. $6. This is gonna be like fucking. This is enough rice for. It's 5 pounds of rice. That's enough rice for fucking like 3-4 weeks for a family of 3. So, and it's $5. Unbeatable. Beans, protein, homie. There's some protein right there. 7 grams of protein per half a cup. Half a cup is not much. You're probably gonna eat like a cup of this. So it's 82 fucking cents. You just throw it in with your rice. And some seasoning, boom. This shit is so easy and cheap, and you're gonna fucking love eating. Alright. Okay, usually when I go shopping, I try to get just one junk food thing. I limit myself to one. I also have a family, so you know, my little kid, he's not gonna want to eat as healthy as I do, but I do my best to push him to do that. So I try to psychologically trick myself. So like, for example, I like these Oreo thins, so I'll grab 3 of them or 4 of them at the same amount of calories as 2 regular size Oreos. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Duh, Kareem, they're Oreo thins and you're eating less Oreo because they're smaller. Yes, but psychologically, I'm eating 4 cookies and eating the same amount of calories as eating 2 regular Oreos. So yeah, I can snack on that and use it as a reward for after my workout. And like, you can put it in a protein shake, and you can make like protein ice cream with that, and it's delicious. So it's more like, it's not like you're using this junk food as just like a random dopamine. You're using it as a reward for the effort that you put forth, which will therefore reinforce that effort that you put forth towards your goals, i.e. going to the gym. So it's a good principle. Just limit yourself to one thing and make sure that you really love that shit, whatever you pick. You don't want to be that, you don't want that one thing to be something that you don't really like. So I really like these Oreos, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, and I'm just gonna get some cheese because I know we have turkey at home, so I'm gonna make like turkey sandwiches. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is my cart. Got rice, salad, 2 cans of beans, my treat, cookie, grapes, oranges, frozen chicken breast. And so I'm gonna go check out, and I'm just gonna grab some juice, some cranberry juice. I like that shit. And that's basically it. So I'll ring it up and I'll show you guys what the price is. And yeah, it's not something you have to feel guilty about buying food like this, because basically everything here, except for the Oreos, comes from the earth or is meat of an animal. So it's, you know, it's not like this organic or like the super cleanest version of those foods, but that's what you're getting when you're paying the lowest amount possible, you know? So what you get is pretty good for what you're paying, relatively speaking. Alright guys, so I'm here in my kitchen and I make first the easiest thing. So we're gonna make salad. So start with like a big bowl like this. Alright. Alright. So alright. So you got that coleslaw. It's basically just like cabbage, carrots, lettuce, stuff like that. So it's literally 20 calories per a cup and a half. That's literally nothing. You can eat this whole bag and it's 100 calories. The whole bag is 100 calories. And it's gonna fill you up. Give you some bulk. All that's 100 calories. Alright. So this is more calories, obviously, because it has like cheese and nuts and like dressing. But like me personally, I know that you're not supposed to use like all the dressing because that's a lot of calories. But we need it balanced. We need our food to taste good. We need to enjoy eating our food. And so we're gonna add that in there. Alright, so look at this huge fucking thing of salad. This was $6. Okay? That's enough salad for like my family. For like the last time I made this, it lasted us like 6 days. Okay? So this is the sauce they give you. It's kind of shitty, but I'm gonna use a little bit just so that we can add some flavor to this. And then it has like breadcrumbs and like these nuts and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't look the healthiest, but it is. Let's be honest, it is gonna give the salad some flavor, give it some life. And this is way better than eating freaking McDonald's. So hey. Alright, we're gonna add the sauce. Alright. So I'm not gonna add all this, but we'll add some of it. It's like a blue cheese dressing. Well, actually, you can't add all of it since we have all this. It would be bad to add all this if it was just that little bag, but since we have the coleslaw bag in there, I'll add all of it. That way it's like, you know, the proportion of sauce to salad is a lot less since we added a whole big ass bag. So that's a cool life hack. And my wife, she bought some of this. This is like a Caesar dressing with avocado oil. So I'm gonna add some of that. This sauce is so fucking thick. Can't even get it out of the fucking bottle. Technical difficulties. Alright. Let me get the lid. So you just cover it up. Guessing that's all. Bueno, busca el balón y dale montando las cosas en el carro. Okay?
El balón está en tu carro.
Yep. Okay. Alright guys, see? So this can be on the side. I usually eat this on the side with like rice and some kind of meat or a fish. Or you can just cut up like chicken breast or steak or fish or whatever, and that can be a meal on its own. Alright, so this huge thing, $6. Can't beat that. If you're cooking for yourself, this will last you this can last you like a long time, and you just put it in the fridge, save it there. Also, another thing to save on calories is like instead of getting regular mayo, you can get like light mayo. I love mayo, so but I'm trying to cut a little bit here and there. That way, like in the end, it balances out, you know. So I cut a little bit here, 50 calories here with this mayo, 100 calories here with the salad that I'm eating, compared to eating some sandwich I would have gotten at McDonald's. And you're adding all that up, and so at the end of the day, you're feeling full, but you have less calories that you're consuming. Alright guys, so I have, to make the rice, I have like a regular pot and a lid. Make sure the lid fits. So make sure that lid is for that same pot. Okay? First step, we're gonna put it on like my stove. You can see here, my stove has like from low to high, and then like 1 all the way to 9. So I put mine at 8. Your stove is gonna be different. You probably know your stove better than anyone else. I eyeball a lot of things when I'm cooking, so to be perfect or exact. The only thing I use a measuring cup for is actually like when I put the rice in the water. So I add like that much oil. Okay? I add that much oil in there. Now, measuring cups. Okay? So I just use the 1 cup. It's like this is literally 1 cup. Okay? And then we're gonna add our rice. Okay, I like to toast the rice a little bit in the hot oil. So this is what I'm doing right now. So we're adding 1 cup and let it toast a little bit. You can add like some crushed up garlic cloves for more flavor. I did that last time, it came out pretty good. But you don't have to, because the seasoning we're going to add anyway, it's going to give it flavor. Alright, so I'm only getting like a cup and a half out of this, because this bag is done. Also going to need something like this to start move the rice around in the pan. So you're going to do like this, move it around a little bit, and once you see the rice getting like kind of like it gets whiter, it gets a little bit whiter as it like gets toasty. Okay, that's when you know it's like toasted. So I let it toast for like about 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, and I start getting on my spices. Alright, so I don't know, you probably don't have this where you live, the specific one, but it's called cubito de pavo. No, cubitos en polvo. It's just like chicken flavoring, and you can add like, I don't add all of it, I add like a little bit, so I'll add like half of this packet to this rice, and it's gonna add a lot of flavor to that. Okay? Alright. Onion powder. Alright.
This is all these ingredients cost a few dollars each. Like that packet, that whole box of the chicken flavoring, that was $2. This was like literally 80 cents. Salt, I mean black pepper, that's cost nothing. Okay. Add a little bit of that. I like to toast like the rice and the seasonings in before I add the water, and then garlic powder. Okay, garlic powder, dirt cheap. Just get any garlic powder, and you're just coating the rice. Let me show you how that looks. Okay. All right. See, and we're gonna move it around. You can smell how good this smells right now. It's like we're toasting the rice. All right, it smells fucking amazing. All right, now I'm gonna add the water, and this is super simple. All right, this is just a Brita filter I have. Also super cheap, get one. Literally, my mom gave me this picture, and the filters are like $8 each. All right, so we added a cup and a half of rice. So that means we're gonna double the amount of water in cups to the amount of rice. So I added 1.5 cups of rice. That means I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. All right. If it was 2 cups of rice, we'd add 4 cups of water. If it was 3 cups of rice, we're gonna add 6 cups of water. All right. All right. So we're gonna keep this rice on like, let's say high, okay? Because we just added the cold water. All right. And what I do is I slightly cover the pot, I mean. So as you can see, like it's not totally on there, it's like just slightly on there. That way, like since it's covered, what covering it does is that it keeps the heat in there, and also it keeps the heat in there, and it doesn't let like a lot of the heat escape. So I just keep it covered, that way it heats up faster. But I don't leave it like totally covered, that way some of that gas can like escape a little bit. All right, so we're gonna leave this, okay, covered. It's on, we have it on 8, okay, and we're gonna leave it at that temperature until we see it start boiling. Once it's boiling, we're gonna put it on low to medium. So on my stove it's 5, just put it on low to medium. Keep it on low to medium until you see that there's no more water left. And I don't know how you like your rice, but I like my rice kind of like a little bit mushy. So once it's at that consistency, that's it. I take it off the stove, and it's ready to eat. All right, guys. So here we're just gonna prepare the salmon. So this bag of salmon, it's, as you can see here, wild caught pink salmon with skin on. I couldn't find the one with the skin off, but this was like $8, and you have 2 pounds of salmon. So that's $4 for a pound of salmon. Like, we're eating this food for literally nothing. It's like really only like a few bucks a meal, and with the prices of eating out nowadays, and you're trying to eat healthy as a young man, it's literally impossible to eat this good at this price out on the street. All right. Alrighty, so I have my salmon out. I usually don't cook it with the skin on, so I could take the skin out, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Screw it. We'll leave the salmon like this. Okay. So, our spices. Alright, so I'm gonna make little tiny cuts into this salmon. Salmon is very delicate. So as you can see, I'm just gonna make little tiny cuts. The reason why I'm doing this is that this one's still a little frozen. The reason why I'm doing that is that I'm gonna use some soy sauce. So, okay, so I'll show you what we have. We have adobo. We got adobo, just garlic powder, red pepper, onion powder, and black pepper, okay? No salt because the adobo has salt, and so does the soy sauce. But I use reduced sodium. Alright, so we're just gonna add some adobo first. I don't add too much because this is pretty salty, so on its own. Alright. Guys, and these seasonings cost cents or like around $1 or $2 per container. So, I mean, what's your excuse? Seriously. I mean, why can't you just do this? Some chili flakes. Some black pepper. And some garlic powder. And hit that with a little bit of soy sauce. Alrighty. Alrighty. Perfect. Alright, it doesn't look too good right now, but once we cook this, it's gonna look amazing. So it didn't really defrost completely because it's a little bit cold right now here in Florida, where I'm at least, in Tampa, so and sometimes I'll make like this awesome honey garlic like chili glaze, and it's super simple and it tastes amazing, but I ran out of honey, so I can't do that. I wish I could, but we'll do that in another video. A little bit of adobo. Alright, I'm gonna do this in the air fryer, but you can also do this in a pan. If you want me to show you guys how to do this in a regular pan, I will show you guys that, but we're gonna do that in air fryer. Most people nowadays have an air fryer, so we'll do it that way. Alright, so the salmon is seasoned and ready to go. Alright. Alright, so on my air fryer, this is like a stand that you gotta put it on. That way it gets crispy like on the bottom. as well as on top, but we're gonna have to flip this. So I just wash the base off. Alright, so there's my fucking dog. Bruno, shut the fuck up. This is my dog. Alright, so while the rice is cooking, we got that. That's the salmon raw. Alright. I'm gonna air fry mine at 350. And it's gonna cook pretty quick. So we're gonna do 10 minutes. Actually, we'll do 15, and then we'll flip it when it gets to 7. So we'll just set a timer, like 7.5. I got my salmon in there. As you can see, it's in the air fryer. I set it for 15 minutes at 350, and at 7.5 minutes, we're gonna flip it. So we're gonna flip the skin side up, that way the skin side gets crispy and not soggy. All right. Our salad is done. Our rice is almost done. Let's check that. All right, it's cooking up. Oh shit, I made the screen all sticky. All right, and we got our salmon in there. So in a few minutes, we're gonna have our meal ready to go. And I'll show you guys how I like to build my meals. All right. So I'm just gonna show you guys a drink that I make to accompany my food that is better than soda. So I add one of these, and I add this juice that I bought yesterday, a splash of it, because it has a lot of sugar. All right, so I use that juice moderately. So I use a little bit every day. I don't drink a whole full glass of it, or I can water it down, and then I put it here in my cup. Add some ice. That tastes fucking great. And literally in that little thing, there's maybe like 30-40 calories, if that. It tastes way better than soda to me, and it probably tastes great to you too. And that's a good substitute. All right, guys. So we're gonna flip the salmon. Let me grab one of the gloves. That white stuff there, that's just like protein that comes out of the salmon once you cook it. But don't worry, that's totally fine to eat, and if it looks gross to you, I should have boiled down this rack before I did that, but hey, it's alright. It didn't stick too much. Alrighty. Alright, so alright. I stopped at like 5:45, but it's okay. I might have to add a few more minutes at the end. Alright guys. So this rice is basically done. Look at that beautiful rice. Look at that. That's exactly how I like it. It's like a little bit mushy, and it's got that flavor. Look at that. It's got that flavor from the chicken. Damn, it looks good. And now my so bulky again. Alright. So there we go. There's that. Alright guys, so now we're gonna build the meal. So salmon is done. I really like this piece. So I'm gonna lay that piece in there. It's a big, nice, juicy piece of salmon. Alright. A nice heaping amount of rice. Just like that. And for the salad, since I like my salad cold, we're gonna put that in another container, in a separate one. Alright, so there's the rice and salmon. I'm gonna add a little bit more rice. This is my lunch today. Well, more like my brunch because I haven't had breakfast. Alright. Tip, when it's still like steaming hot, you don't want to close it all the way. Alright, and now here in this other container, we're gonna add our salad. Oh, that fell down. Alright, we're gonna add our salad there. And you can add as much as you want because this literally has no freaking calories. It just has some calories from the sauce. Alright, and I have some croutons. This bag of croutons is like $1. Just for some flavor. Alright. And so, as y'all can see, this is my wonderful lunch. Here is my salmon. Here is my salad. Just an idea, so I added some chopped up chicken thigh that I made the other day and added it on there. So even more protein. Alright guys, so I added a little bit of Chick-fil-A sauce that I had on there. It's a drizzle. Alright, so that could be a meal on its own, but I get hungry a lot, so we're gonna make that salad a meal on its own because I changed my mind. Alright, this is the cold one. And my rice and salmon. Alright. Alrighty. We got that ready. I'm gonna throw in some grapes. 2 of these like oranges here. And just because I'm a kid, I'm gonna throw in 4 Oreos, the Oreo thins. That's as many calories as just 2 Oreos. So, yeah. And I've got my drink. I'm gonna show you guys. All right, I've got my drink with the juice that I made. All right. Yep, and this is gonna be my dinner. So hope you guys like the video. If you guys want me to make more different dishes, let me know. And thank you so much. Hope that you guys got some value, learned how to make some good meals for cheap. And I really appreciated you guys watching.